If you're coming to Taiwan, don't make the mistake of only staying in Taipei. This island nation is only the size of New Jersey, but there's so much to do, so you're going to want to steal this itinerary. My name is Erin Donahue, and I'm a professional travel photographer and content creator based in New York City. Hop on the high-speed rail and head to the south of the country and visit Kaohsiung, the second largest city on the island. Even though it's subtropical, during the winter months, the north can be a bit chilly, and heaters aren't as common. So a quick 90-minute ride on the bullet train to the south is a nice reprieve because it's basically balmy all year long. While you're there, these are some must-do things to see and do.
So this is the whole reason why I came back to Taiwan this time around. I mean, I'm half Taiwanese. I come back to Taiwan. I try to at least once every year, every other year. But this time there was a very specific mission in mind. For those of you that don't know, Taiwan is called the Kingdom of the Butterflies. It is home to one of the largest butterfly sanctuaries in the world. And unfortunately, didn't really get to see a lot of butterflies around. So definitely going to have to come back here another time.
Even though my main mission failed this time, there's so much to do in the area, so let's start from home base and I'll get into more detail about this hidden gem towards the end. Right on your way after arriving from the high-speed rail station, you'll find Lotus Pond, a stunning artificial lake that's been captivating visitors since 1951. What makes this place special are the incredible pagodas and temples that surround it. The most photographed spot has to be the Dragon and Tiger pagodas. These 7-story towers sitting right on the lake are more than just pretty buildings though. If you're going in, be sure to enter through the Dragon's Mouth and exit through the Tigers for good fortune. Inside, you'll find beautiful artwork telling stories of Chinese tradition and mythology. Just across from these pagodas stands the historic Qiji Temple. I might have said that wrong. This place is actually what ordered the construction of the pagodas back in 1974. A short walk down the way is the spring and autumn pavilions. These yellow and green octagonal structures are constructed by a winding bridge, with a remarkable statue of Guanyin riding a dragon between them. Legend has it the goddess herself appeared in the clouds and requested this statue be built. Further down is the impressive Peiqi Pavilion, home to what's claimed to be Southeast Asia's tallest water statues, featuring a massive 38.5-meter sword in the hand of the god of war. I don't know how accurate that is though, because Taiwan is not in Southeast Asia. I pulled the information from Wikipedia, but Wikipedia is not a trusted source. Anyway, as you walk around the pond, there are way more structures and temples, but I myself didn't do a full loop. As you make your way deeper into the city center, you can't miss 85 Sky Tower, formerly known as the TNC Tower or Twin-Tech Sky Tower, which stands as a defining feature of Kaohsiung skyline. Built between 1994 and 97 by the same architectural firm behind Taipei 101, this 85-story skyscraper reaches a height of 347.5 meters, with an antenna extending its pinnacle to 378 meters. Its design cleverly incorporates the Chinese character Gao, meaning tall, which is also part of the city's name.
Fun fact, in New York City right now, there's reverse Manhattan Henge happening during sunrise. But on the other side of the world, there is another henge happening during sunset. Kaohsiung Henge used to be really big, like 2018, 2019. But I haven't really seen people photographing here since then. I happened to be at Taiwan during the time, so I wanted to photograph it because it's been on my list for a long time. I missed an opportunity yesterday, and of course, as I'm photographing it now, there's clouds coming in. It's been clear all day. The points of interest are not as good though as in New York, I do have to say. The main street where the henge is visible is kind of boring, in my opinion. So I found this spot because it has Sky 85 Tower, but I don't think I'm far enough. And I'm standing in the middle of the street. So I changed my location, couldn't commit because the sun was being blocked by a lot of trees, so whatever. This was actually my original point of interest. You can see that cool curvy building. This is the exhibition center. It's like their version of Japas. So we'll see if I get the shot or not.
While it remains the second tallest building in Taiwan after 101, the tower's glory has faded in recent years. The once bustling shopping mall has closed, offices have emptied, and even the observatory deck, which offered spectacular views of the city, now stands vacant. I witnessed this decline firsthand during my first visit in 2018, though I was able to capture progress shots of the Port Cruise Terminal's construction, part of the Asia New Bay Area project. Despite its largely abandoned state, the tower's prime location near the harbor continues to draw tourists, making an enduring landmark in Kaohsiung's urban landscape. I was also able to see it from the hotel I stayed at on my most recent trip. For a quote-unquote magical experience, hop on the Kaohsiung light rail and head to what locals affectionately call the Totoro Tunnel. Between stations C21A and C21, you'll discover an archway formed by magnificent Madagascar almond trees that curve over the tracks. If you're a Studio Ghibli fan, you'll immediately recognize why it earned its nickname. The tunnel perfectly captures the whimsical atmosphere of the Kappa scene from My Neighbor Totoro. Honestly, unless you have a photographer's eye, you might find this underwhelming, but part of our job is finding the beauty in everything. The surrounding area where the tunnel is in is also an urban oasis that's open and perfect for picnics or just hanging out. The light rail isn't just about this spot though. It's your gateway to many of Kaohsiung's attractions, connecting you to the Great Harbor Bridge, Pier 2 Art District, and Love River Bay. Just remember to keep a safe distance from the tracks and mind the warning signals when taking photos of this Instagram-worthy location. You can't leave Kaohsiung without visiting what's considered one of the most beautiful metro stations in the world, Formosa Boulevard Station. The crown jewel is the breathtaking Dome of Light, an awe-inspiring glass art installation that spans 30 meters in diameter. Created by Italian artist Narcissus Quagliata, this masterpiece took 4 years to complete and uses over 4,500 glass panels to tell the story of human life through 4 themes: water, earth, light, and fire. It's named after the historic Formosa incident of 1979. The dome's message of love and tolerance serves as a beautiful tribute to those who fought for the civil liberties that Taiwan enjoys today. Between my first and second visit to Kaohsiung, there's been a lot of development all over town, with new buildings popping up everywhere. An interesting architectural design is the Kaohsiung Music Center. The center is marine-inspired and consists of the Wave Tower, Coral Zone, Whale Bridge, Dolphin Walk, and Live Warehouse. As I mentioned earlier, I saw Kaohsiung's Port Cruise Terminal when it was in its infancy. In person, it looked like a huge whale to me, but the building design is a silver-white hull with a towering chimney. I haven't even scratched the surface of all you can do in Kaohsiung, but there's a lot of day trips in the surrounding area. Just outside of the city lies an otherworldly landscape that truly lives up to its name, Tianliao Moon World. This fascinating badland formation, created by centuries of rain erosion, resembles the lunar surface with its barren, craggy terrain. The area is home to over 20 mud volcanoes. For the full experience, start at the Mudstone Geography Center to understand how this unique landscape formed before venturing into this desolate yet strangely beautiful terrain. Home to Taiwan's largest Buddha statue at an impressive 40 feet tall, Fo-Guang-san is a testament to modern Buddhist architecture. While the 90-minute drive from Kaohsiung makes it a bit remote, those interested in Buddhism or Asian architecture enthusiasts will appreciate its serene beauty and cultural significance. The museum is surprisingly commercial, with amenities like a Starbucks on the premises. That being said, this isn't an ideal spot for restless children. Dive into Taiwan's rich cultural diversity at the Meinong Hakka Museum, which preserves a fascinating history of Hakka migration from mainland China. In Taiwanese history, there were 5 great migrations of Hakka people from China to Taiwan between the Eastern Jin Dynasty in 317 AD to the Qing Dynasty post-1867. My family is a part of the last Hakka migration and settled in Hsinchu, which is a large Hakka stronghold. And I grew up hearing my family code switch between Mandarin Chinese and Hakka, but unfortunately I never picked it up myself. The center's architecture itself tells a story. Through interactive exhibitions, you'll learn about the 5 great Hakka migrations to Taiwan spanning over centuries. Lastly, and perhaps Taiwan's best-kept secret, Maolin National Scenic Area is why I returned to Kaohsiung. In case you didn't know, Taiwan is nicknamed the Kingdom of Butterflies and hosts the world's second-largest butterfly sanctuary. This bridge that you need to cross to get over to the scenic area is even designed in the shape of a butterfly. For those of you that don't know, Taiwan is home to one of the largest butterfly sanctuaries in the world. As a subtropical island, it is such a diverse geographically diverse terrain everywhere. You got the mountains up here, and then beaches, and then flatlands, rice lands, all that stuff. That's why I love coming to Taiwan. It's only about the size of New Jersey, but there is so much to do here. I would say most people know about the Monarch Butterfly Sanctuary in Mexico. It's the largest in the world, but Taiwan is number 2, and it's home to the Purple King Butterfly or King Purple Butterfly. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to double check, but it's completely different. And then they're also home to a bunch of endemic species of butterfly, hence the Butterfly Kingdom. From November to March, thousands of purple crow butterflies migrate to the Purple Butterfly Valley, a spectacle rival to Mexico's famous butterfly migration, but far less known even among locals. My January visit didn't deliver the butterfly swarms I'd hoped for due to cloudy weather, they prefer sunshine, so I'd recommend allowing at least 3 days for your visit. This scenic region at the western foothills of the Central Mountain Range is also home to the indigenous Rukai tribe, offering cultural experiences alongside natural beauty. Having your own vehicle or hiring a driver is highly recommended for exploring this hidden gem. So there you have it, a pretty stacked guide of things you can do in Kaohsiung and the surrounding area. I feel like people always share the same things over and over, so I feel strongly about finding the lesser known stuff only the locals know about, especially in Taiwan. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.